Okay, so I'm here with Kaillum Leech, who's going to be fighting for the light heavyweight championship at Elite Fighting Championship this weekend. He's fought in the IMMAF, he's fought regionally. Thank you very much for your time. How are you today, and how are you feeling? We're just 2 or 3 days away from the fight.
Good, yeah. Weight's going well. Training went smoothly. Feeling good. I'm just feeling calm now. I'm just waiting for the weekend now and then ready to perform really.
Yeah, and you've had some really good wins as well. You started obviously your amateur career, you lost, but then you had 3 submissions in a row, and one of them was a Tarico Plata as well, which I believe is only the second in MMA.
Yeah. The second one in MMA, I think the other guy that done it was another Irish guy, Jake Noy, I think done it. I think he got that done in cage legs or something like that. But yeah, and I've had loads of experience. I was only talking to Paddy the other day about that like I'm only 18 and I've had like way more fights and like some people even going into like pro. So like it's great to get all that experience before like, turn into an adult and go into like the pro ranks and stuff like that too.
Yeah, because I was looking at your record and I was looking at your age, and at 18 years of age, you'd have a lot of experience, and especially at IMAF. Talk to us about the IMAF experience and what that meant to you to represent the country.
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool at the start. Like, just getting to like obviously wear like the Team Ireland tracksuits and stuff, and like go to different countries and fight in stadiums and win championships and stuff. It was like pretty surreal at the start, but I feel like that like the pressure and all that makes you like a better fighter, and that's why I feel like I can kind of just buzz in anywhere and fight anywhere because I have all that experience in the locker now. So honestly, it's one of the best things I've done, and I look forward to doing more in that competitions and stuff like that.
Picking up more medals in the future, I will be assuming next year.
Definitely.
But ahead of you, you obviously have the fight this weekend. It's for a belt. How does it feel to be fighting for a belt, or is the belt? I don't want to say irrelevant to you. Is it more about the guy you're going to be fighting and the experience and the quality of fighter that comes with a title fight?
Nah, I love the belts. The belts look nice on the wall. They do. Yeah, no, I'm buzzing to fight for a title, and then obviously going against a good lad. But I mean, the opponent doesn't really matter. Like I put in the work, I know I'm good enough, and put me in against anyone, especially light heavyweight or middleweight. They don't really stand a chance with me, especially at like the Irish amateur scene. I feel like I'm just miles better than all of them really.
Yeah, and you've got a good coach in there, obviously with Paddy, and you've got a good gym, and there's really good talent. Obviously, Sean is in the UFC. Georgie was finding it really hard to get matched. He looked sensational in his
Oh,
last fight.
brilliant,
He
brilliant.
looked he just looked so smothering and unstoppable, in my opinion. It is I would not like him getting a hold of me. But what's it like being around those types? Obviously, what does Paddy Houlihan mean to you, and what does it mean to be in a gym with people like that?
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Like having like obviously having Paddy as like the main coach and stuff like that. Like I remember the first time I walked in the gym, I was like looking, I was like, oh my god, it's Paddy Holohan, like UFC fighter. But like you just realize like down the road that like he's just like a normal fella from Jobstown, from the same place I'm from, pretty much just around the corner. And like you kind of realize like he got where he was just from doing what you're supposed to do, putting hard work. And you realize like the people you see in the UFC and stuff, even like seeing Sean go there and like watching George start his pro career and just even seeing like other fighters come in and out of the gym, it's just like you realize they're all just young at the end of the day. There's nothing special. Like we all breathe the same air. We all, have like ups and downs. So it just kind of shows that like anything's really achievable. And it's good having like someone like Paddy that's already done everything and having someone that just has your back like that, really. Like Paddy's he's a real one, he is.
Yeah, I say Paddy's like a man of the people to me. I think he's just a people person.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely.
He wears his heart on his sleeve, and you can see how much it means to him when his fighters are fighting. He's very animated, and that's what I like about him. He's the
Yeah.
loudest person in the room, but that's good because you want to hear him above everyone else. But it's been a good career so far. Like with the 3 submissions in a row, what kind of confidence did that has that given you? Because that just shows that your ground game, like obviously Tariq, yeah, and it's 3 different submissions. It's not 3 the same. So
Yeah,
wherever
yeah.
on the ground, you look like you can finish the fight.
Yeah, no, I actually I didn't even look at it like 3 submissions in a row kind of way. I kind of just take it as it goes. But now that you say it, sounds cool. So yeah, like it makes me feel good going into it. I know that I have like better grappling than most people I'm gonna be going against, and then his striking's coming along a lot now. I have like I'm working with Padman Mac. He's like a deadly boxing coach. So like I know on the ground I'm pretty safe, and then on the feet now you have to sharpen up the hands. Hang with anyone really.
Yeah, no, and with your opponent, I think you kind of answered the question for me. You're focusing more on yourself than an opponent, I would presume. Just like you said, you're just going to get better and better if you focus on you. And has that always been your mindset? Is that something that's in the gym rather than
Yeah,
focus on a fighter and prepare for each fighter at a time? Then you don't really establish your own style.
exactly. Yeah, like I've talked to Paddy about this even at the start of the camp and stuff. Like at the end of the day, I know what I have to do. I know what work I have to put in. I know how good I am. As long as I do everything I'm supposed to do, there's no one that can beat me. Do you get me? So it's just one of them things where like the opponent can be anyone. Like the opponent could change tomorrow. They could just say yeah because I know that I put in the work and that I'll be well able to take on anyone. You know, the opponent doesn't matter. It's more about just focus on me and my strengths and then making sure I can implement my game plan and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, and it's a show in the Republic. Obviously, Cage Legacy seems to be on hiatus for a bit. Premier hasn't done one in a while. How good does it feel to have one in the Republic? It's probably the same similar kind of drive for you to the likes of Nori and that.
It is. It's actually longer to be honest. Like it's longer. It's mad, but it's cool being able to fight down the south, obviously. But I'm dying to fight in Dublin. Like everyone's always asking me, like, "Oh, when's your next fight? Oh, can I come to your fight?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." But it's in Cork or it's in Newry or something. And then it's like, ah, never mind. But I'm dying to get like maybe like a Cage Legacy show or something in Dublin and just like really just like get the place rocking.
Yeah, because like that, you're always going to someone else's backyard or
I
like
love it. Though. I love it.
yes, and then you to have that support. Obviously, you're used to going to someone else's backyard. I'd say you want to have that feeling of the support and what's that's like. And obviously, there's very few in Dublin recently. Hopefully, we can get more back there because it's a shorter drive for me. It'll be a shorter drive for you as well. Um, but we do have a lot of promotions in the country on the island. So, how does it feel as an amateur fighter to have that many options? Because they seem to be running like in the past 6 weeks. I think there's 7 shows. Like, what's it like to have that kind of options available to you?
Ah, it's great, like, because it's just like there's always something coming up, like for whatever time frame you want to fight in, you can always just like shoot a message on Instagram and just be like, right, I want to do this day. This show fits that. And it's great that we have so many options, especially at amateur, just to get that experience and stuff like that. So, like, I'm sure other countries aren't as lucky with having such a like well run amateur scene. So even when you do the shows and stuff like that, it's like a lot of them are just like very professional how they run and stuff. So it's great that we have all them options really.
Yeah, there's a lot of options and there's a lot of good fighters. This is the day of weighing, so obviously you're doing like heavyweight. Would you then be more inclined to go to middleweight if it was day before weighing?
Yeah, yeah. I'll probably go back to middleweight anyway. To be honest, I was doing this because I was bulking up for a while, and I'll still do light heavyweight. Don't get me wrong, same day, but for I think the IMMAFs are in February, so for the Europeans, I plan on doing they have a super middleweight division for that for same day weighing. So I want to plan on doing that. But you know, they go on mind. Like I'll do light heavyweight, I'll do super middleweight, I'll do middleweight, whichever. Like it's all the one to me.
Yeah, and with the IMAF, you have the same day weigh-ins and you have to do them consecutively as well. How hard is that to do, especially when some of your teammates might be knocked out, they're eating different foods, they're eating nicer foods. How hard is it to make the weight day by day, or do you make it relatively easy?
Yeah, no, it's mad. Like especially going through the week and stuff like that, and like you're watching like people that like you thought were gonna do well, they like not do as well, or like some people doing better. It's like it's a mad little experience as well, just like the IMAFs and stuff. But it's pretty durable. And then after you know like you're in a nice country or whatever, you get to enjoy all the food. Then no better feeling.
Yeah, no, the IMAF, I think the IMAF is a really good tournament, and because you get to go to these places, it is expensive because MMA obviously isn't funded by the government, but it's our Olympics essentially, and it's a really good platform for people like Ian. I'd read a lot about you then, especially after the Trico Plata, because like they're very far and few and far between. But it's going to be a fantastic fight this weekend. I'm going to let you go. I want to thank you so much for your time, especially because it's so close to the fight. Is there anything you'd like to say before you go?
Not really. Just thanks to all my teammates like Paddy, obviously, then Toy, my boxing coach, Aaron, who's usually my main training partner as well, and then obviously you have been down loads around with him. He's fighting too. But I'm looking forward to it. Feeling good. I'm ready. And then come Saturday night, you'll see me with a new gold belt wrapped around me.
Perfect. I can't wait to see the fight. Best of luck this weekend, and I really appreciate your time.
Thanks so much, Dave.
Perfect.